So today I'll be taking a look at the CIY Tester 68. This is a very interesting keyboard kit. I would say it costs around 80 to 90 ringgit, that is around 20 US dollars. At this price, it's such a cheap kit that a lot of people will be thinking to get it or not for their first keyboard. So today I'll be taking a look at it and see if it's worth it or not at that price range. So the keycaps I'll be using today are actually sponsored by DIYKeycap.com. They're a website which sells a lot of keycaps, and there's also a special customize your own keycap feature on their website. So you can message them and actually make your own keycaps with your own designs and colors. Honestly, they are a very interesting company, and these are the keycaps that I got from them. I kind of went to clone the GMK Kaijus, and this is how they turned out. And I'm very grateful for them for sending this keycap set over. They also sent me another GMK Striker clone right here, which I'll be giving away in a separate video. So stay tuned for that and subscribe to this video to get to know more about this keycap giveaway. Of course, links will be down in the description below. If you're interested in checking out their website, go to DIYKeycap.com. So this right here is the CIY Tester 68 kit. It's a really small box actually. So this is a scale, this is the PG67 scale to the box of the CIY Tester 68 box. It's basically the same size. So I'm just going to check out what's inside. So CIY on the top, Tester 68 on the front, bottom a QR code to their website, and then on the top some information, on the right CIY, on the left CIY. Let's open it up. So on top we have the GK68 manual right here. Let me just open it up. So you can pause to read if you actually want to read. So it just basically goes through the system requirement, installation steps, everything like smart power saving, 2.4 GHz wireless connection mode, and the function of all of the keys. Really nice. Now let's move on to the keyboard kit. Let's take out the keyboard first. And that is it. So you only get a manual and the keyboard. Let's put everything aside and take a closer look at it. So this is the kit right here. It comes in some PE packing foam. Just gonna take that out, and that is literally it. So this is the kit right here. First impressions, it's really light, but it feels solid, and we can see that it's actually 5-pin hot swap south facing, but there are no LED or RGBs on this, so there is no backlit at all. It basically has no lighting on this keyboard, so that is why it is that cheap at around 80 to 90 ringgit. So we can see that we have a few stock steps included, and let's take a look around the keyboard. On the top is just plain white all the way. On the bottom, plain white again. This is the side profile, really nice angle. And this is the bottom of the keyboard, CIY, on off switch, and the 4 legs. And this is the very interesting thing about this keyboard. If you open it up, you can actually see that it uses AAA battery, and this is the 2.4 GHz dongle right here. Really interesting. So basically you don't have to charge this keyboard, you just have to change out the battery, and from what I've heard, the battery can last up to 40 days with the wireless mode. So that's really nice, and you can also get rechargeable batteries if you're going to use this keyboard every day. This is a closer look at the 2.4 GHz dongle. Really nice that they included a slot for it to be in here. Really nice. So I'm going to open it up right now and see what we get in the kit. So I'm kind of shocked for everything they'll get in this kit. For the kit being so cheap, you actually get some silicone dampeners for the plate, and you get some foam in the case to actually dampen the sound. So honestly, first impressions, this keyboard kit is damn nice. Although it doesn't have any lighting, I don't really mind it. Because of the kit, it's really awesome right here. So what I'm going to be doing now is just adding some mods to this to make it sound better. I'll be leaving the foam in there. I'm just going to tape mod the back of the hot swap PCB right here. So I'll be using 3 to 4 layers of this masking tape to give it a more popular sound with the Tempest tape mod. So this is how it looks like with 3 to 4 layers of tape. Now I'm just going to put it back in and be careful not to pull on the cable and make sure that the standoffs all fit. So after making a few holes for the screws to go in with my tweezer, we can now screw everything back together. So before I move on to actually screw in the plate back in, I'll be taking out the stock stabilizers and Holee modding them. So these stock stabilizers here actually come unclipped, so I'm going to clip them and then Holee modding them. Basically, I'll be using a handy plus to actually cushion the wire, and then I'll be using some Krytox 205 to loop the wires. After modding all of the stabilizers, we can now put them back onto the plate and screw everything back together. So everything is now screwed back together, and I think that it fits really nice and tight. Now we can move on to the switches. So these are the switches I'll be using today for this build. This is the JWK Ultimate Black switches. These are really smooth linear switches, and they do not have to be looped. From my testing, looped and unlooped actually sound the same, so you'll be actually really happy to get this for its price. This is what the keyboard looks like with all of the switches in. Honestly, it's looking very nice with the contrast with the white and black. Now we can move on to putting in the keycaps. So this keycap set right here is actually customized by me. I actually used the GMK Kaiju design and asked them to make it like this, and honestly it turned out really nice. So this keycap set right here has 129 pieces, and there are die sub PPT. The legends are very clear, and the PPT is quite thick, and I think that will fit the keyboard just nice. So after putting in all of the keycaps, this is what the keyboard looks like, and no, there is no RGB or backlight again. So it looks pretty nice with this white keyboard and this kind of colors for the keycaps. Honestly, really nice. Now we can move on to the typing sound test. So honestly, after using this keyboard kit for a few days, I find that it is a very nice kit, especially for the price range at around 80 to 90 ringgit. There's definitely a steal. So a few stuff that it doesn't have is the RGB lighting and of course the Type-C port, but honestly I think that I can live without those, and the 2.4 GHz in my testing does not have any latency or any problems at all. And the RGB, I don't really miss it because sometimes I just prefer to use it with no RGB anyways. At the end of the day, all of the pros actually outweigh the cons on this keyboard kit, and I think that it is definitely a go from me. So that is it for this video, guys. Honestly, I had a fun time building this kit. It's a very interesting kit at this price range, and I think that it's kind of an okay keyboard to get if you want to start out in mechanical keyboards, and definitely you can get this kit if you just want to try it out, because at this low price it won't really disappoint you. Again, I want to say a huge thank you to DIYKeycap.com for sending over the keycaps. I really love them, and I think that they really fit the build. So if you're interested in this company, do check them out. Links will always be down in the description below at DIYKeycap.com. So that is it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you like this video, dislike this video if you didn't like it. Subscribe to my channel right here. I have more content on this coming very soon. Especially stay tuned if you want to join the keycap giveaway, and I'm currently also running a keyboard giveaway on my Instagram. Do check that out. And as always, thanks for watching. Goodbye, guys.